Hello, Tear Bear. Can you hear me okay? Hello, Sandra. Welcome from Trinidad and Tobago. It's amazing. Georgiana, thank you for coming. Okay. Can you all hear me okay? Vincent in California. I know a Vincent in California. Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you doing? Shall we get on with this? This shall be pretty interesting. Make sure you come in and hit that like button. It looks like we've gotten busy already. Let me know you're happy to bring such content to you directly from my YouTube channel. Boy, I sure hope my setup is set up. I hope my equipment's set up right, because I'm about to come over here. I'm about to... Is it okay? Hey, YouTube! What's going on, YouTube? Good evening. It's 7:46 p.m. here on August 18th, 2020. What is this, a Tuesday? I mean, what are we doing here? So I have to say, here's our most recent groom, make your dog's face look cute. I have to say, I have something that I want to talk to you guys about. We've talked about this before. Okay, we've talked about sedated grooming, and for some reason, some folks just don't get it. And so I hope that this can find its way into some hands and minds, allowing you to kind of just understand different sides of it, and then think before you speak, and then imagine owning a dog and having to sedate the dog for anything, a nail trim, a groom, anything. Just imagine that for a minute. And then also imagine working at a veterinarian office, which I cannot even help you wrap your mind around things you'll see. Just like I could not wrap my mind around things I'd probably see in the emergency room, which is why I can hardly watch the show Botched, because I cannot wrap my mind around the defects that people have gone to the extent of improving their bodies but making it look like that and then cutting it wide open to fix it. I can't even go there. So I hope that this really makes you open your eyes as we discuss it, because I'm always getting the hate, right? I'm the one, you know how the deliverer, the person delivering your package gets the hate? So you order and you yell at Dee Dee because you have her email address, because your package sat on the border of Canada for 3 weeks in customs. But it's Dee Dee's fault. Trust me, Dee Dee fucked that all up, right? No, it's who we choose to get mad at is sometimes not exactly the truth. Right? You can't get mad at me for it leaving my hands and going through that and getting on the plane and going over there. And then guess what? Everyone in that department at customs got COVID-19. So no one could check your package. And it sat there for 3 weeks. Or let's say it got delivered to Germany and the government in Germany said, whoop, that package, pull it. We're doing an investigation on it. We're going to check and make sure what is a dog upstand. Let's open it, and then we're going to sit on it for 4 months. And then we're going to make you, that person in Germany who order it, come drive here 3 hours away and pick it up at the airport. Did that happen? Yes, it did. And who do they get pissed at? Me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to deliver the groom. I'm going to show you the groom. I'm going to do it live. And you're going to tell me to sedate the dog when you didn't listen to shit that happened on the conversation. You weren't there to talk to the client. You're obviously not listening to the groom and me telling you what happened. I've got to repeat myself. How many times do I have to repeat myself? You guys know how many times do I have to say like the video? How many times do I have to repeat myself? And these idiots still have to come out of the woodworks and say one thing. Why didn't you just sedate the dog? And I'm like, where did you just click on the video? Because you missed the whole, how many, so you never watch a movie from start to finish? You just start it in the middle and then judge it and then leave? I want you to understand where I'm coming from and why, right? So here we go. We've got this client. Okay, hold on. I got Mary. Mary on the Mary. Who's Mary? Who knows who Mary is? I'm going to tell her it'll be 30 minutes. I'm lining up my discussions because what I want you to hear, and you guys protect me now. You guys come back and watch the video and comment in the comment section, not live, in the comment. Because there's going to be somebody that says, you should always, you just come back and say, look, why don't you talk to the pet parent? And if it's not you, then just watch. And if you don't like it, you can go over there to that channel or go watch something else. Grooming is not the only thing on YouTube. Let me tell you about some really cool stuff on YouTube. Deep diving, swimming with sharks. One of my favorites is watching them like make stuff like candy. Oh my gosh, this one guy is so awesome. He makes candy all day, and then he must have a life like mine. He makes candy all day and records it. And then he goes home and plays it and talks behind the video. Talks about everything he did, and he swirled. There's candy making. If this doesn't make you happy to watch me and what I do and how I do it, there is something that has got to make you happy. And that's what really this should be about, is that this entertainment should really educate you, show you something that you want to see, and really at the end, hopefully affect you emotionally, that really opens your eyes. And maybe that's not always going to be happy, but what have we gone through? We've gone through some happy, sad, angry, frustrated times, right? Isn't that life? It absolutely is. Everything isn't going to be dandy, but when I'm wore out, I don't go watch something that pisses me off and then I'm really mad. I'm like, that doesn't make me happy. Let's go watch candy making. How do they can corn? Let's go watch how they can corn. You really want to get mad? Let's go watch how they slaughter chickens. How about how they slaughter cows, goats right next to each other, just so we can have that gyro, whatever you want to call it. All right. Have I gotten through and given you guys time to kind of get here? Okay. Are you guys here? Are you guys with me now? Hit that like button. I got y'all. I hit it on purpose, and look how many I made y'all talk. Man. I made y'all right. And you're gonna pick up on this. When I sit at the computer, I decided that was my thing. That's my new thing. So I did that on purpose, and man, I gotta see, blew up, didn't it? Everyone's like, you're muted. Yeah. Man, I got hit that like button. Yeah. Hit that like button. Yeah. Hit that like button. Did I get you? I know I got you. Oh my gosh, how do I tell her she's muted? Because I fucked up so many times before, and now I have to do it just to make sure I'm messing with my own self and I get my focus. And so that hit that like button. Yeah. Hey, Walter. Walter says, Dee Dee's got me trained. I have to hit that like button before I do anything. And that's how I am. I feel like I've got myself trained. I'll go watch some other video and I'll be like, hit the like button. And then I'm watching. And this guy goes, you're fucking being dad. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm a dislike and I'm out of there. I've got yelled at myself, hit the like button. Trust me. David plants the seed. He says, what do I need to do? He says, this is what you need, like, you know, like your manager. This is what you need to do, Dee Dee. You need to like the video, share it. And I need to see this happening. So I'm just spreading, you know, the talk I had. I got you guys. Hit that like button. Yeah. Hit that like button. Who all saw the thumbnail I did with Saki when she's like got sedated for her dental cleaning? How many of y'all have had your dog sedated? Look, there's 37 likes, 60 watchers. I have no comment, man. Just no comment. Me and you gaming says, it's all me. I take full responsibility. Oh my gosh. For that, you have to. Man, that's the truth. Dee Dee, like that. You better like that video. You better like your own video. Go like all your videos, Dee Dee. I'm missing a few. Hello, everyone. Tara Bear, Sandra, thank you for being here. Vincent in California. What is that a picture of? A collie? Beautiful. One best bitch best. I'm sorry. I just got to say, start writing a lot. One best bitch best, because I'll make sure to say that whole name out every time I speak. Yes, I will. Yes, sir. And let me scroll here. Leslie, Rachel, welcome. Debbie, all hit the like button for me. 63 watching. Let's get that count up there. Y'all help me keep that count up there. And then get your chats in. We want to make sure if we hand out any prizes, you know, you have to have chatted in order to qualify. Margie, welcome. California, y'all be safe out there. Y'all are just like us in California or Texas doing whatever we're doing over here, being stupid. Tara Bear, those of you guys who are members, the chat, look at the chat. If you're green name, you are a member. And I really, really appreciate that. Like more than you know, I really appreciate that. And as we kind of wait for some folks, I don't want to repeat myself, but we're about to get started. So get ready, get your coffee, get your game on. Debbie Joe, welcome. Angel, Georgiana, you hear you. Oh, a lot of Californians here. DP Trutwin, hello. Become a member today. Just wait for Nightbot. Callie, what's up? Okay, Blue Cheryl, hold on here. I'm gonna text you, Blue Cheryl. Hold on. I'm gonna text you. You might be on my call list here. Let me ask you if you don't mind me giving you a call. You can answer some questions for me. Tara Bear, thank you so much. Callie, this is your night. I mean, we're prepping here. Thanks for being here. Southern Cal here too. I'm wondering if Vincent in California is actually in San Diego. Can I get a yes or no? Chris Andrus, I absolutely love your videos. They are very entertaining, informative. You are awesome. Chris, woohoo! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Did we get enough likes here for me to come back on? If it's 73, let's get them likes. Hit that like button. Yeah. We got 44. I think we could do 70 easy. 70, man. 70. Let's aim for 70 right now. And as we go up, I need you guys powwowing for me. Okay, I can't do this by myself. And I need to get this guy on the phone because he's probably sitting there like, he's so anxious. He's like, the phone's gonna ring. Are you watching right now? Are you watching right now? I'm about to call you. Are you watching right now? Let me see. Frank, are you watching right now? I'm about to call you. Okay, just help me hit the like button. All right, and get ready. Don't be nervous. I mean, you, your wife, and your family, and your dog, you know, don't be nervous and everything. You could be watching right now. Frank, are you watching right now? I'm curious because I'm about to call Frank. Am I on mute? Like, don't shoot the messenger. Exactly. Why do we always want to do that? Before you do that, I want you to do something I've been practicing since late last night. I decided, if you have been looking at my comments in the videos now, I decided not to reply certain things that I would normally reply. I usually like to come back with some facts, you know, when people are like, is this another shave down? And I first say, you know, I wish you would watch the whole video because I usually cover what the pet parent wants. And then I try to go, no, it's not another shave down. Look at this dog. Is that all you do is shave down dogs? And I'll go copy a link of like, is this a shave down? No, it's not. The answer is no. Here, look for yourself. So now the comment is, are you okay? You're really mean. Are you okay? You know what I realized is, remember how we talked about, and I told David this last night, and he's like, it could work. You could make it work. Okay. You could make it work with someone coming at you with hate. And our immediate reaction is also defense hate, right? You're so, what's another one? Why are you always shaving everything down? I'm not always shaving everything down. Instead, they're already pissed off for whatever stupid reason. They have their own problems. So why don't I just say, which is hard to do, why don't I come back with love? Well, this is a jerk. I don't want to love a jerk, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Okay. So I tried all night last night on my comments. So it was like, geez, that all you do is shave dogs down. You're a shitty groomer. You suck. You this and that, right? And I said, are you okay? Whatever you're going through, I'm so sorry. So if you guys, I'm so sorry. So if you guys are going through that, try it with me. It's going to be real hard, but go, are you okay? If you're mean, you don't have to write anything. You don't have to watch. Are you okay? Because guess what? When you are going through pain, you're an asshole, right? Look at these dogs. If you're in pain, if you've been injured, if the nail's been clicked over and over and over again, what the fuck do you expect the dog to act like? Someone then has to come in and cause no pain a lot of times. And then Sammy Davis, I mean, we got to it took 5 years, but we got to a really great point with him. But I could never, ever, ever, never trust him. Okay. But look at where we were at in the beginning on our watch party. Okay. Those of you guys who didn't watch, go back and watch it. The watch party. Look where we were at in the beginning and where we were at before he passed away. Totally two different things. Totally two different things, man. We had over here frickin' David walking around with him in his arm. What? Never heard of. Me and the dad were both, that's why David reminded me. I was like, he goes, that's why the dad was so crazy. Like, we and him, dad was in the lobby. I was like, what are you doing? And David was like, hey, look at me and Sammy Davis. And his dad was, and I was like, look. And his dad was like, oh my gosh. And we were all like, give him to me. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna sing. Give me a second here. Let me go back up. I was kind of going down. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Hit the like button for me. Hit that like button. 53. I know we can get to 70. We got 74 watching right now. I know we got 70. I know I don't have like 10 haters up in here. Maybe, but come on. 70 likes. Move your thing, move your equipment, turn it side to side, up, down, side. Okay. I can hear you well. Yes, I can hear you. Is everyone okay? Okay, good. I'm gonna scan. Welcome. Thanks for being here tonight. We're about to call Frank. Frank, are you here watching? If you're a member, thank you so much for being a member on my channel. Absolutely love your videos. They were very entertaining, informative. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. I think I said that already. It's like rerun. Pookie Puppy says, smacked it. I smacked it. I tapped it. I liked it. Yeah. Hit that like button. All right, man. Hit that like button, okay? Give me a timer, you guys, so I don't have to repeat myself. I was like, dude, I need a timer. 55. We're at 55. Carolyn, thank you so much. Annapolis, Maryland. Smash that like button. Ontario, Canada. I love Canada. What's up, Canada? Damn right we'll protect you, Chris says. Woo! Yes, Chris. Chris is on my side. Chris, you're not always here, so I'm glad you're here tonight. My friend Walter's here. I love that mute game. I'm going to get you guys every time. And then eventually you guys will be like, don't worry. She knows what she's doing. Angel, what's up? Michael, hello. I just joined. Thank you so much for joining. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Okay, we did lose some people here, though. They waiting for the hate. That's what. We lost 10 people? Sure. That or they ran over there to, get their coffee. Antoinette, you got me. I got you, Antoinette. Walter, hello, Didi and all. What's up? Okay, is that there many comments already? Oh, my gosh. Chris says, you always make me smile. Now, you stop flirting. You stop flirting, Chris. Yes, stop it, Tear Bear says. New #1 single, hit that like button. Amen. I'm gonna freaking record it and just have a button just like replaying it. And those of you guys waiting for me to call you, I am so sorry. I'm running behind. I don't even have a dog. Laugh out loud. You're just entertaining. Woo! Share it then. Please share this video in your social media and say, if you guys just want to be entertained, you don't have to have a dog. Listen to this girl sing. Hit that like button. Me and you gaming. 100 people playing soccer. What are you talking about right now? All right. I just passed a park and what? Oh my. Are they wearing face masks? Natalie, hello. New Yorker here. Chris, be careful up there. I'm about to write Chris's name down. I think we're getting some top chatting happening here. And I'm about to send out gifts. You better watch yourself. So here, Chris Andrus. Sing it. Hit that like button. It's about to go down. We're about to start our calls. Ladybird has become a Ladybird, welcome to level 1. Woo! Ladybird 2016, welcome to level 1 membership. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sound is off. Okay. Implying people have something wrong with them just because you don't like a comment they left is very disturbing and juvenile on your part. Oh, what do you guys think about that? Let's go read some of those comments together and let's see how, if I said, and that's funny that person's name is D, that person could be my top hater that came in as a new name. Y'all watch this DD. This person likes to use my name. One of the names they use is Dodo. They call me Dodo, so they use actually Dodo in their names. And then they also call me Doe. So they actually took my first name, it's called D-O, write this down, D-O. And then they changed my last name to C-R-A-Y. So one of the usernames on Facebook and YouTube is called D-O Cray. So let's see if this DD, which is like DD, my name, is Doe Cray. And let's also see, we can go into it really deeply if you want me to yell out all your usernames. But yeah, if you are one of them writing those really cruel comments, I really challenge you to find what's wrong with you deep inside, down in your heart. If it's you, how hateful things you have to say to other people and to their kids and bring that out. I mean, I just don't know where you're coming from, but whatever it is that you're going through, I hope we can all pray for you on our end. And hopefully you can feel those prayers and become a nice individual and maybe even become a friend. So I really challenge you to just find deep, deep love within yourself. I know it's there because God gave it to you. And you've just let the devil kind of step in and just ruin your life through past experiences and huge amounts of pain that you're going through. So I just challenge you to really look at the things you've said and done. Even if other people are attacking you, also receive it, but challenge yourself to give love back. Okay? All right, so let me push on. But y'all take note to this DD character. You might find that we could find you can go click on that person's channel and see how long they've been on YouTube, maybe a day. Then we kind of know who we're working with. So like I said, if you're on YouTube and you're chatting and you have your real name out there, be really careful because this person just might come out and take your name. And that's called identity theft. So be careful. If you're on my channel, I want to protect you. Let the haters come hate me, but let's not get them in your world because they're pretty damaging and it's a lot of weight to carry. Okay. The next one is Angel. Angel became welcome to level 1. Woo! Welcome, Angel. Thanks for becoming a member. Woohoo! We got members up in the house. Woo! Rob, put the dog down. Put the dog down. No, does it say put the dog down? Does it say that? I don't think it says that. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Melissa Furtado to My Favorite Groomer. Woohoo! Thank you so much for your donation, Melissa. Thank you so much. Your donations help me continue giving content that you love. It supports your channel, and I have to say thank you so, so much. Welcome, Angel. Thanks, TC. Thank you for welcoming Angel, you guys. That's awesome of you guys. Powwow together. That's great. And I don't know what TCFW means. Didi, your TCFW. Didi. Oh, you're talking to the DD. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Look how upset this person got. Isn't that interesting? So let's just see what she or he has to say. But it's really interesting. The name on that profile is DD. And last night I got an email from someone who was being hated on. And so it's interesting that last night I got these emails, which could be, you know, that person as well, trying to instigate things. Man, it's just really sad how some people have really got some really heavy things going on in their lives. When I have heavy things, I usually shut down and rest my soul. Whereas other people try to gather, you know, people under their wing. I don't know, I'll never understand it. The devil is there speaking deep and clear. Angel Jane, thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Angel Jane, to My Favorite Groomer. Woohoo! Thank you, Angel Jane. I appreciate you. Thank you for your contributions. You're keeping the channel alive. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, Pookie Puppy said reported it. Thank you. That's one of the best things you can do is report people and their comments. I'm not paranoid, but good for you for noticing that you think I'm paranoid. I'm not paranoid. There's proof in the pudding. Too cute for words. Thank you so much, Vincent. Woohoo! Okay, Ladybird says, we love you, Dee Dee. You deserve every penny that's donated to you. You help people on so many levels and not from just a grooming standpoint. Woo! Thank you so much. The BBK, what's up, the BBK? Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. The BBK to My Favorite Groomer. Woohoo! Thank you, BBK, the BBK. Woo! That's awesome. That is awesome. Look how yellow that is with that little doggy. Is that a little fox? It's awesome. Blue Cheryl says they don't have a life, so they want to steal a piece of yours. No, it's like that one story goes, you know, like they want to be that and they want to do that and they want to do this, but they don't want to build it. They just want to come trample over it and try to just be on top, but that doesn't work like that. They end up just being on the bottom. Terror Bear says, right, Blue. Pookie says, truth, Ladybird. Ladybird says, I agree, Blue. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, all right, let's do this. So here's the voicemail. You guys ready for this? I'm going to try to do my own safety call. Thank you for your love and protection. So here we go. We have a few calls that we want to make. And here's our first one where I want you to hear. Go ahead, Angel. I'll try to do it in and out. Try to do it before I call, though. But I do want you all to hear this message. Okay, here we go. So Frank, if you're out there, Frank's probably not even too shy to. Frank, are you too shy to talk right now? Or do you not know how to do live chat? All right, let's see here. Let's see what happens. Woo! We got a new member. Vincent Cheryl became a member. Woo! 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 Member. Welcome, Vincent Cheryl. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Woo! Heather says she's amazing. That troll needs to be careful. There are people out there like me who don't mind taking it to trolls. I hope you know, girl. If you're a lawyer, I need you to call me. If you work at a lawyer's office, call me. I need a team. And I've got a team already started, and I would love to get you on my team, and maybe you can help me, and then I will help you back. Trust you me, there's a lot to do. So if you are within, call me, because man, that's all I got to say about that before I give up too much information. All right, here, I want you to watch this real quick. I want you to watch this, and hold on here. Let me see. Oh no, I don't need to leave, but let me reach over here and do this here. Let me get my little drink, my little coffee drink. We have a lot to cover here. I thought this was going to go fast. Okay. We're on my channel. Do you see this? This is my channel. And like I told you guys before, you go to right here, this logo, right here, this logo. Click the logo. Here, you're going to be right here at the top somewhere. Right here, this tells you right here, this live, this circle right here, live, right? This lets you know, wow, she's live right now. Okay. And if you're on my channel watching a video, and I go live, at the top of the video, it'll say something like, Dee Dee's live right now, and you can click that and just join the live party, okay? Go over here to search, right? This is I'm doing it for you, don't worry, but you can do it later. This is how you go search, and I'm gonna write sedated. So this is what we've already talked about, sedation, and I don't think people have watched them, all these sedated grooms. You should go watch them. So here we go. This dog came in as a sedated dog groom here. No more sedated grooming for my dog. There's not a lot of videos on this, right? So here at the very top, this one, finally, right? Finally, we had a dog really sedated. And this, let's watch it. Here, it's on mute. Mute is over here on the screen, or mute could be on your device or your headset or on your computer.
Cut.
Look.
Right, so mom said she gave her a little itty bitty part of a sedative.
Here.
I told her I didn't recommend that. To me, it doesn't.
I know you guys can hear it.
Do a lot. The pet is out there walking around. She's just going through something that she's going through here. She's 11 years old, and we are going to do a short summer cut, so I don't have to see her very much. And then mom said, so mom is 60 years old, and she's like, she doesn't like for me to brush her, right?
Okay, so this is a sedate. I didn't sedate the dog. Okay, it's not like that. It's actually worse, in my opinion. Not worse, but it's just the dog is laid out and in surgery and may or may not have oxygen. We're talking like literally anesthesia for grooming. And I have done a lot of that because I worked at a veterinarian. And then I also worked alongside another veterinarian who would let me be their groomer there. And I would do cats like that. Mean cats that they had to sedate with oxygen and this and that in their kennel before they could even bring the cat out of the kennel for grooming, for a shave down. And I know you guys know that this is happening. I know you know, and you might be the owner of one, that you get your cat shaved once or twice a year, sedated. I know you know, I know you're out there. Because nobody, not even you, could actually do that kind of touching to your cat. And there are cats like that. I know y'all know. And if you don't know, oh my gosh. That's a whole nother subject. Go search cats on My Favorite Groomer. Hey, Claire. Okay, so the next thing is this dog, and go watch this video if you want. It's called Will My Dog Wake Up After a Sedated Groom? And will it? Do you have the answer? Are you sure? 100% that your dog will wake up after sedated groom? Will you wake up after being sedated or under anesthesia? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? Food for thought. So this dog I'm grooming, the pet parent received sedative, received something to sedate her own dog from her veterinarian. And I believe if you watch this video, I tell you what she used. But David's recording, I'm doing the grooming, and in my mind, I've never seen this client again. And in my mind, when she left and me and David were like, we looked at each other and I said, and he agreed, or he said, I was thinking that dog could die at any minute. And I was like, I know, right? Because in my mind, I was like, this dog is so, like, you just hope that the pet parent knows the actual amount to give to the dog and that they're not going, you know how you make something and you're like, oh, I just want just a little bit, just go ahead, just put a little bit more chocolate in there for me. Just, yeah, don't worry about the recipe. No. I want more. I want more chocolate in there. Or it's like, no. Don't worry about the recipe. Just add just an extra tablespoon of peanut butter. Just add that. Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be so good, right? If they were sedating their own dog with the pills they got from the veterinarian, it is possible that I don't know how much she gave, and she gave extra because she knows her dog would have hurt me or could hurt me. This dog, to me, man. Let me just scan before we call Frank.
So that way you can kind of, it's not me. We're not brushing like every day kind of thing. So I recommend a short summer cut every 4 months if we do a short haircut. For a senior pet, that's perfect. Not very often. Some more trust.
This dog is out of it. Like.
So you see, in this case, you know, honestly, if you're doing some grooming, and some of you guys are wondering, like, at what point do I decide to go 7 reverse? There's a lot of drag and catch.
I'm scanning, but I want you to see, like, you know, this dog.
On the edge of the vein.
Oh my gosh, what a perfect place to tell you something. I got to tell you something. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm going to tell you something. Look at this. Look how loopy this dog is. Right, this dog had, look at the eyes. They're that way. Right? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. All right, go over the back. Down on the ears and the head.
Dog upstand really helped me there. This is a pretty heavy dog. Cannot stay up. Cannot.
Yeah, look at you wagging your tail.
No muzzle. Dee Dee, you stupid. Girl, you stretching it. I don't know. Watching over here from this chair, you stretching it right there. I come with the wet. Who cares? I'm like, I want to do more, but I don't want to. Okay, this is not a rewatch party. This is not a watch party. Okay, this is not a rewatch. But I wanted you to see. Okay, I just want you to keep that in mind as we discuss and call some clients. Okay, you ready for this? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, let me show you something else too. Where did I put it? This is the dog that called. Okay, this is who we want to groom. Okay, this is Frank's dog here, Lhasa Apso, and ooh, we're getting close, Frank. I'm just wondering if Frank is actually by the phone still waiting for me right now, or is he watching? Are you watching, Frank? I wish I had an answer. Okay, so we'll put this here like this. Okay, so you can see Frank's doggy here. Okay, all right, now let's go back over here to you guys. Hit that like button. Just hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Yeah, 80 likes. Woo! Just hit the like button. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have fun. Have fun with it. And you know I'm Asian, so this is a Japanese coffee. And so here we want to go and see how full it is. I've had this in my fridge for 2 weeks. All right, let's do this. Frank. Let's go, Frank. Frank! I just love that name. It reminds me of Frank. Watching in the 80s. Excuse me. Okay. Claire says, sorry, I just got here. Didn't do car. I know you good with dogs and know a lot about them. I lost my dog. That was my dog a few months ago, and I'm looking for a new puppy to train as a fifth. Okay, dog. I don't know what the best dog to get. I'm so sorry you lost your pet, Angel. I'm super, super duper sorry about that. Okay. And Janita says, hello. Hell there, you rocks. I think that meant maybe hello. All right. Help. Okay. How do I get rid of my name chatting publicly? Can someone help Carolyn? It will be in your user settings. Go ahead and mess around with that. You can still listen to us likely. No, I'm not a lawyer, Heather. You should email me. Email me. Okay. I got some magic to give you. And Love Life says, I didn't do cats for over 5 years. And I had a lady, client friend, text me and say she was about to do a cat, and I freaked out. I was like, what? You haven't had any training. She did do the cat. She did not nick the cat. The cat owner was her daughter-in-law, and she sent me pictures. It came out good, but I was like, did you nick the cat? She's like, no. But I was like, man, that you have got to be careful, right? Cats are just a whole nother, you can't just start doing cats, in my opinion. I mean, you're gonna, but I think you should have training. I had training with someone, you know. I don't know, Jane, what they gave the dog, but that video might say what they gave. I noticed you give free cuts for PTSD dogs. I know a few retired Navy sailors who suffer, and we work together to help them. Please get them in touch with me. I would love to try to help them. Okay. That dog had too much for sure. Okay, it is such a sad situation. And hello, Californians. You guys are all, half of y'all in California, y'all should be chit-chatting amongst yourselves. Just remember who you are on YouTube and might not be really who you are, so be careful. And I do challenge you that if you are using your real name to chat here, it's great because I kind of recognize the name, but I would rather recognize... excuse me, I would rather recognize a nickname, but you just kind of let me know each time you talk to me. You have to do this. Each time you email me or order, just say, remind me who you are, right? Like Ladybird or Angel Jane. And I say that because I'd rather you be safe on YouTube and me when you order from my website. I know you know me and I know you because you're giving me your address, you know, like I could show up at your house. And so you trust me. And now I know who you are. But on YouTube, I would not be like, hey, I trust you and I know who you are. That's incorrect. Okay. Michelle Brown, welcome from the UK. We've got another Ukrainian. So, yep. Hey, people to like us in California so we can move there. David loves California. He is ready to move there. Blue Cheryl, thank you for being a member. All right, now we're going to get started. Here we go. Listen up. This is what we've got on a voicemail. Here, are you guys ready? Let me try to turn this up. And I'm going to change this so it's different later, but this is what I've got for you now. Now, if you hear a phone number or a name, you know, disregard it. Okay, here. I'm going to try to use my beeps. Okay. I'm nervous. Like, let me turn this volume up here. I want to make sure I get my beeps in there correctly.
Hi, Dee. My name is Frank.
Beep!
We live in DeSoto, Texas. And I was looking at YouTube and I was looking at your website in regards to grooming. And I have a dog. She's a Lapso that is very difficult to groom. In fact, we've had to take her in the past to get sedated to have her haircut. And I wanted to know if there's any possible way you could give it a try. My number is
okay. Boop, boop, boop.
79.
Boop, 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 boop.
Again, my name is Frank Garcia, and my dog, her name is Jazzy. And I've been watching Sammy, and I think she probably makes Sammy look nice because she bites me as well. So if you can, give me a call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Katina, I agree. I said, I don't want to go to California. I lived there before and I'm okay. What did you all hear? You guys tell me about 2 things that you heard. I mean, 3 if you're really good. What did you hear in the voicemail? I took notes. There's a helicopter outside. Bye, Terror Bear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What did you all hear? Name 3 things you heard. This is one of those test things, you know, like the brain game. 3 things that you heard. Right, Walter, make Sammy look nice. I was like, what? I hate it when they tell me that. I hate it when they tell me that. Dog bites. He doesn't want to sedate his dog. Okay. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah. Hit the like button. So tell me, what did you hear in his voicemail? Owner wants to get away from sedation. An old dog is mean, getting cut, and had sedation. Sedation, bites, desperation. Okay, let's listen to it one more time.
Hi, Dee. My name is Frank Garcia, DeSoto, Texas. And I was looking at YouTube and I was looking at your website in regards to grooming. And I have a dog. She's a Lapso that is very difficult to groom. In fact, we had to take her. We've had to take her in the past to get sedated to have her haircut. And I wanted to know if there's any possible way you could give it a try. My number. Again, my name is Frank Garcia, and my dog, her name is Jazzy. And I've been watching Sammy, and I think she probably makes Sammy look nice because she bites me as well. So if you can, give me a call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so I texted him and I said, hey, this was earlier. And I said, I'm going to call you later tonight. And at that moment, I was like, I'm going to do this on video. I think people need to hear it. Because I also saw comments on some videos last night, again, saying, why aren't you sedating this dog? And why aren't you sedating this dog? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what? I don't think you know. And I don't even know that you'll come and spend the time to watch this, because I know you don't like listening to somebody give you education. You would just rather see it done. So I could book a sedated grooming for you, and we can all do it at a veterinarian office. I might have to make a few calls and let them record me sedating a dog, having a dog sedated under their care, and then doing it and this and that and this and that. And then really showing you and asking you, now, do you want me to do this every 3 months for the next 15 years of your dog's life? And maybe that's what they need to see. But then I also know nothing I show them, nothing I show you will ever be good enough. Whether I sedate the dog, whether I don't have the dogs. And I say like having a vet, you need a veterinarian in the door, okay? Having you go sedate your dog to groom, or you get medicine to sedate or not sedate. It just doesn't matter. Everyone's going to bitch about something. Dee, you're going too slow. Dee, you're going too fast. Dee, you're talking too much. Dee, why aren't you talking at all? Remember those silent videos? It doesn't matter what I do. It's never good enough. Okay. So we all know that now, right? Don't we? By what we've been watching for 10 years. Okay. So now we're going to call Frank. Frank, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Okay, here we go. I got this look on my face like I'm like naughty. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm putting you on live right now here.
Hello?
Do I have the right number, Frank?
Yes.
Are you watching us on YouTube?
No, not right now. I was actually watching the convention, but I was waiting for, I didn't know if you were on live or what.
Oh my gosh, I've been live for like 20 minutes talking about it.
Oh, really?
So you're live right now. Do you have time to chit chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife are here, so we can both kind of go over and tell you.
Sure. Okay, so this is what I'd like to do. And again, you are a live YouTube, okay, and people are listening to you. How many people we got here? Like 80 people listening.
Wow.
Hey, mama. So we got Frank and Frank's wife. Okay, that's your new name.
It's Sharon.
Hi, Frank and Karen.
Sharon.
I got to get this right.
Never
Okay.
Karen.
I have a headset. Hold on. I have a headset on and I don't know why it's on. Let me take it off. Okay. So we have Sharon and Frank, and we'll leave it at that so no one stalks you and harasses you. Okay. And I heard your voicemail, and so did my followers and watchers right now. And I'm live and everything. You guys can hear everything that's happening. So thank you for letting me do this live. I know I kind of said, hey, I'm going to do this over, so other people can learn what your thoughts are on this. Okay. Because you all are far. I talked to David. I was like, David, they're pretty far. Did you map it first?
Hotham City is not that far from us. We're in DeSoto.
Is that for an hour?
Give or take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you. It'd be well worth it if you could actually do this.
Okay. So I'm listening to your voicemail, and my first answer is yes. Okay. So yes, I will try to do this. Okay. We'll talk more about logistics, pricing, rules, requirements later. Okay. What I want you to tell me about is, how old is the pet?
Okay. Her name is Jasmine. She is 12.
She's Russian.
She was raised by a Russian family.
Where?
Here in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do you guys speak Russian?
Oh, not even close.
No, but we had to.
Yeah.
In the beginning, she wouldn't listen to us, and then my sister reminded us she doesn't know anything but Russian.
Right.
So we had to say like "niet" for
Niet.
no, and she
Niet.
understood that.
Okay.
"Niet."
But when
Niet.
we got her, niet. When we got her, the people who had her before, I guess they had kids, and they weren't really didn't take care of her. We're actually, and we'll show you all the information we had, how loving she was as a baby as she came up. And when we got her, they were going to try to foster her with somebody else. And if they weren't able to foster her, they were going to put her down.
Oh, really? Okay.
This was about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
So me and Sharon decided, okay, you know what? Let's work with my sister-in-law, and this is how I found you. So we worked with her, and we worked with her. I mean, and we got bids because she was very cage aggressive.
Okay.
So we finally got her out of her cage, and she can be the most loving baby of all, but she'll bite anybody, including me.
Okay.
And does not hesitate to do it.
Right. Like, you don't even know what happened. It was the reflexes are not fast enough, are they?
No, not me.
Not me either.
But I mean, and the sad part behind it is my sister-in-law used to be from Denton.
Okay, hold on. Just FYI, there are really some haters I have that will literally use my name. And so I want you to be real careful how much you tell me now. When it comes to where I lived, what's my last name, what's my first name, what's my phone, those things, I just want to just stop you right there. Because you can tell me that later, okay? But for the sake of being just immediately live right now, I can't edit anything and say, oh, take that out. Like, I don't want to know. Okay. Watch yourself now. This hater will literally use your name. This hater will come and freaking use your name. Maybe open a credit card in your name. I don't know. Wow. But this hater is truly a stalker, psycho person. And I say it like that lightly because I would never do anything like that. I would never come and use your name. And I would never use your name somewhere. And I would never post like for you. And I would never come drive by your house or do something that I know that you asked me not to do. I wouldn't do that. So I just want to be clear. Okay. So now, before you say that, right? Because you were going into something about where your sister, and I don't want to do that. So
well, they don't live there anymore. So that's
okay, good.
But
good.
She was a pet sitter before she retired, and she used to groom our dog.
Okay, your sister.
My sister-in-law.
Okay. Sister-in-law. Okay.
Which is Sharon's sister.
Okay.
My sister.
Sharon's sister. Cool.
Sedation.
Yeah. So Lynn, my sister-in-law loves her, and she loves my sister-in-law. So when we tried to groom her, she groomed her a couple of times, but was getting the same reaction. She would not let her get to her face. And I was watching you today that's how I found you.
Okay. Today? You found me today, or did you find me before?
I found you before, but I actually was actually looking at videos today because I was going, we have to do something with her because she's a hot mess.
Okay.
She's a hot mess.
Like haircut, hot mess is, you're talking about her hair right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so anyway, we used to have to take her to the vet, and they would sedate her. That has been the only way we've been able to get her completely cut.
They would put her under, and then he would only give it like
less than 30 minutes.
Less than 30 minutes, and all three of us would, jump in with clippers just to. Some people would work on her feet. My sister would work on her back.
So yeah, that's why when I was watching you I'm trying to think of the name of the dog that you were doing.
So many, man. So many.
Well, there was the one I specifically said this.
Sammy Davis.
Sammy Davis. She, to me, and like I said, I can't speak for Sammy Davis. I don't know Sammy Davis that well, but I thought Sammy Davis was tame compared to this one. So if that tells you anything.
Okay. Well, let's get her done.
I know she's due for her shots, which I'm getting ready to take her in this weekend.
Okay.
And I know one of the things I did hear that you like to have at least the time to prepare.
I don't know about that. Where'd you hear that?
Pardon me?
What do you mean by that?
Hear that?
Oh, I thought I heard you say that. Somebody had come in and you said usually you like to have more time to prepare for very, very aggressive dogs. So maybe I was wrong.
No, well, if I've worked in a dog that has like came in the same day, then I have other things like you've been going nonstop already. You work a dog in, and maybe in that situation. But I guess you're right. I don't do same days grooms anymore because of it. I don't let you call me and try to work. I don't do that anymore. I've learned my lesson. Every time I do that, everyone comes in without something. Like they have fleas, they have this, they didn't tell me about that. You know, like it ends up being a bad day.
Right.
And I mean, like bad day meaning this was really tough. If I had time to prepare prepare meaning tell the client, if your dog has fleas, you have a few days to go fix that before you come in, you know, so that we had that discussion. But if you call me and you're like, and I'm like, yeah, I can get you in an hour. Come on. Then I don't have the time with that. Right. I don't have the time. Exactly. We didn't get to talk for a minute. So I realized over, you know, the many years that this year and last year, I decided, you know, okay, I'm not doing same day stuff anymore. We got to cut this out because I need the time to let them know how the rules work. And they have time now. They have 5 days right before to come in, or 3 days where they're actually like, do you have fleas? Well, why don't we look? You're here, you know, and really get down to the truth about. Everyone always says, no, we don't have fleas. But if they have time to go look and they find one, they have time to go fix it before they come in. So I'm not sure where you heard that, but yeah, I guess it's kind of accurate, but I'm not really sure of the context. However, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
No, and I was laughing today because after I saw the video with Sammy Davis, I had seen that somebody had sent you some gloves as to try. And we were actually going to buy those same. We did buy the same exact gloves.
On Amazon.
Okay.
We don't want to get bit, and it was funny because you had just got them, I think, and you were showing them, but they were like, you know, you couldn't cut hair with it because of the way that
I'm not going to use those. I can't even hold a clipper. So then
and I remember hearing you say that.
I was like, hell no. Matter of fact, that wasn't my money, and I used my own money to ship it back to that lady. Which I didn't have to do that, but I asked her, I said, do you want these back? And she goes, yes. And so I used my own money to send it back to her, even though she gifted it to me, but they weren't going to work. So I'm like, these gloves, everyone's always got they know it, right? They know it all. Oh, get those welding gloves. Oh yeah. Even the pet parent using them to hold its own dog. It was like, he goes, I can't even get like a good finger wrap, you know, like, because it's so this is great for metal and not getting burned, but this is not great to touch an ear and hold an ear. You'll lose the ear because you can't even feel the ear, you know.
Right, exactly. And the reason why we were doing it, we said, okay, one will hold her on, and that way we don't get bit, and the other one grooms. And we were like, no, there's just no way. I mean,
there's no way. And some people have said, get the shark metal. Man, if I had to wear, no offense, but if I had to wear that kind of equipment, I would be so weighted down. I couldn't be quick. And so I haven't tried that yet, and I should, but I don't really want to buy a shark vest with metal, you know, that metal to metal armor.
Right. No,
So there's a bunch of ways, but my technique has worked for many, many years, and everyone doesn't love my techniques, but we get the job done. The dog's not sedated, and the haircut comes out decent. We got all the hair off, and that's kind of the big deal here, is getting the hair off without sedation. So let me ask you a couple more questions, and then I'll let you go. One of those questions is, you've had her now, it sounds like 7 to 8 years. Okay.
Correct.
And you got her from a Russian family. She is Russian. She speaks Russian. She's probably learned some American right now, right? Some English.
Right.
How do you know she knows English now?
Because she does listen. I mean, she'll come. When I'm talking to her, she does come. She knows how to, like, I've taught her how to sit. She does that because she's I know she does because of all those things that she knows her name. She knows to sit, to eat. She knows when to eat. She knows if I tell her to get in her bed, she'll go to her bed.
Okay. So she's getting that. She understands that, right? You know that. Yeah. Okay. Next thing is, why don't you want to sedate anymore?
Because the doctor said that you can't continue to do it because it's affecting her liver.
I'm so glad you said that. What else did he say? Did he say like affecting all organs?
Well, because let me tell you, so real quick, Jasmine, about 5 years ago, at the time we lived in another city, and she got really, really sick, and she had to have her gallbladder removed.
Which I don't, that has got to be, in all these years, that has got to be something I just learned myself. I've never met a dog that had his or her gallbladder removed. So that's really interesting to me.
Yes, and she did, and like I said, so we, she's our baby, and we just didn't, we thought that if we kept on taking her, and even the doctor said you can affect other organs, but our biggest concern is her liver. That's the main thing, but it can. It could cause permanent damage if we continue to do it over and over again.
Right. How many sedations has she been under for grooming now?
No, 3, 4. She's been under 4 times.
So that's not including her dental.
You're right.
That's not, hold on. So that is not including her dentals as well.
Correct.
So she's had way more surgeries than you probably would like to admit that she should have had in her life.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
My
life-saving.
Say that again?
They're all life-saving. It wasn't like, she's just a hypochondriac or, high maintenance. She had to have the surgeries.
I think she's talking about the sedation. You're referring to the sedations, right?
I'm referring to whenever you use anesthesia to knock your pet out.
Yes. To answer your question, long story, to answer that question, yes, she has had more than she needs to.
Absolutely. So I am very aware of that. I've worked alongside veterinarians. I've worked for veterinarians, and there comes a time that I hope that you don't have to sedate your dog to get the haircut done. Because if you're sedating the dog to get a haircut done, it would be likely every 4 to 6 months at least. Or you feel bad enough that you don't want to actually do it anymore. So you'll wait it out until the hair is really, really, really bad. And you'll do it once or twice a year. Right. And at that point, you realize you let the hair get out of control before you go in, because it's going to be sedated anyway.
Exactly.
But the dog is absolutely say again.
It is so embarrassing. It's like, we feel like she's neglected. Like when people see her, they're like, how did they let that dog
get like that?
It's such a beautiful opso, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you want to just tell them to shut up? Because they don't live with your dog. They don't know your dog. They don't know the situation. They don't.
Exactly.
They don't have a clue.
Don't judge.
So go ahead and say it for me. Just shut up. Just say that for me.
Yeah. Just shut up.
Okay. So everything else I want to talk to you with off camera, offline. I'm your groomer. We're going to attempt to do it. We'll talk more about it later. I'm going to have a helper. You guys are going to sit and wait. We're going to prepare. I'm going to tell you to do some things. I'll tell you some tips to do the day of the grooming, and we'll just work with, we'll talk numbers. We'll talk everything offline, but wait for my call. I'll probably call you tomorrow, and then we'll look at, probably going to see if you guys can get in on Friday. So kind of have that in your mind. If it needs to be weekend, then we'll work on Saturday. Okay. So, to kind of have that in your mind, and then we'll talk soon. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much for letting me record you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all. Okay, what'd you guys hear? What did you hear? What did you hear? Before I make my next call, real quick now. It's 9 o'clock. What'd you hear? What is it that you heard? Tell me and tell the rest of YouTube on this live chat. What did you hear right there? Do I want to sedate the dog? Am I going to groom the dog? Am I going to try to groom the dog? Are they going to drive to me? How far away are they? What did you hear out of that conversation? Tell me what you heard. Hit the like button. 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 Okay, so now that you've hit the like button, yep, they're an hour away. They found me from YouTube. This is why it's critical for me to have you to help YouTube share my videos. If you share, then it gets shared, and it gets shared, and someone watches it, and by chance someone else watches it, and someone watches it, and someone watches it, and then you're like, you don't even have to like the the trickle effect starts to happen. And then it gets recommended to people that might be watching dog stuff on your YouTube, friends, you know? And it just works together to kind of help that guy, Frank, find me. And if you think that other dogs out there don't exist in this same condition, this dog here, the picture of the white dog on the left, if you don't think that this possibility could help that dog for the rest of its life, let's just say that dog has 2 years left. It's 13, 12 or 13 years old. Trying to look for it. It's in my notes here, but yeah, like 12 or 13 years old. What? I'm not sedate. I don't want to sedate my 12-year-old. I don't want to. No. No. But we don't have a choice right now. The veterinarian who sedates the dog for them, who has dental cleanings, the liver failure, the gallbladder removed, all these reasons for sedation. The veterinarian says, we can't do this anymore. You got to find another option. If you don't share videos, then you limit the amount of people who might be able to see this and be helped. Okay. Agreed. It's just me. Hit that like button. Woo! All right. So now let's like not take up too much time. So I have a few questions I'm going to ask, and we're going to first call, because I know they're probably going to go to sleep soon, but they're all about the same age. Almost. Maybe. Okay. You guys ready for this? Call number 2. We are going to call. I wrote 10 people. I got three replies. I hear something over there. So let's see here. Okay, this one, no reply. This one, no reply. No reply. It's funny how when you need something, I'll reply like that. But when I need something, there's no replies. And these are the ones I wrote are all aggressive dogs. Isn't that interesting? So when you need me to groom your aggressive dog, I'm there. I'm there. But when you need me, we're not there. Not until you're ready, right? Isn't that funny? Just remember that. When you decide as a business owner to bend over backwards, just remember that sometimes they don't jump over backwards for you. So be careful in valuing your own time. This person even says, no, I can't help you. I don't want to answer any questions. And that dog is really mean. Okay. So this is Prince. Y'all seen Prince the other night? This is Prince's dad. And Prince's dad said, this is what he said. He's so cute. Prince, the Cocker Spaniel that we just shaved down the other day. He says, I suppose I can. I don't know how helpful I will be. So cute, right? Here, let's call Prince's dad. I'm just going to ask him 4 questions. Here we go. I hope he picks up. Oh, gosh. He might have went.
Well,
Hey, Prince's dad. Thanks for picking up.
you're welcome.
Are you nervous?
Nah.
Okay, good. I didn't think you would be. Okay, I've already been on the phone with Frank, who wants to have me groom his mean dog from DeSoto.
Okay.
And so his dog has been sedated at least 4 times for grooming.
Uh-huh.
And he said, Dee Dee, can you try to help us? And of course, you know my answer is yes, right?
Right.
Now, you're a client and you have a mean dog, okay?
Correct.
And I have some questions for you. 1, how often do you have your pet groomed now?
Before COVID, you saw him every 6 weeks to 2 months max.
Right. And COVID, now we're going to try to push it, but you guys really stepped it up. Remember, you wanted to come in monthly too.
Right.
And I was like, whoa. Remember a couple times I was like, nah, let's just do this and that. And then he doesn't need to be shaved. I don't need to take all that kind of money like that. Right. Remember that?
Right.
Okay. So before COVID, it was about every 6 weeks. That's a lot of grooming.
Yes, it is. Especially when you're retired and on fixed income, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Question number 2. If your dog could not be groomed, let's just say you haven't found me, would you do sedated grooming? Yes or no?
Not anymore. No.
Not anymore. That means you've done it before.
Yes.
And is that why you had found me?
Yes, it is. We just got tired of the condition he was in when we would pick him up, and how many days it took for him to kind of get back to what you might say is normal. And we were just concerned about his health for doing that.
Right, absolutely. Did a veterinarian ever tell you that this definitely negatively affects the health of your dog? Did anyone ever say that?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
Because they had the groomer there, and I believe that's why they didn't say that, because they wanted the income from it.
Oh, I see.
I think. I mean, you know, I don't know why they would just keep going ahead and, you know, and doing it. And the last time, what finally put an end to it for me, evidently they would wait until and do him last.
The groomer.
So that means it was later in the day.
Right.
He had been in a cage all day long. Then they sedated him. And when they'd called me to come get him, he was just barely able to walk. He was so loopy still.
Right.
And he bit me trying to get him in the truck because he couldn't get a hold of his faculties enough to jump in the truck. And I went to boost him up, getting hold of his hips, and he whirled and bit me. And so 20 minutes later or 25 minutes later, he finally got alert enough to be able to jump in the truck by himself. And that was it for me. I was done. You know, I swore they had never sedated him again. So that's when we started looking.
Now, when you started looking, I couldn't remember. I can't remember right now because I don't have your file in front of me. But did they refer?
I don't remember if did the vet refer us to?
He's asking his wife.
Did the vet refer us to BD, or did you find her online? No, my wife found you online.
Okay, so they're right there. And you know what's funny is I know you're veterinarian.
Really?
Yep, I know you're veterinarian, and so that's just FYI. So, okay, next question. So you guys are getting these answers. So you guys hear him saying, you know, they were sedating him. It got to a point where it's like, no, we can't keep doing this. And we don't like how he behaves afterwards. He's loopy doopy and he might bite somebody. He bit his dad trying to get him up in the truck. And he was groomed last after being there all day. And it was sedated then. He probably didn't even get a chance to pee all day. And then he got sedated.
Well, I don't feel like he did.
No, I know. I worked in
kennel.
Yeah. 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 And is it the same vet you use now?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me move on here. How do you think sedated grooming might affect your pet? You answered that, and then and you answered everything else. So thank you so much, Gary, for letting me talk to you. I really appreciate it.
That's great, Dee Dee. Well, we appreciate you and the fact that you're willing to work with our animal. Even though he has his quirks, we still love him.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much.
Okay.
Okay, good night. Tell Mama I said good night.
I'll tell her good night.
Okay, bye. Don't you just see? This is why I'm like, man, you don't even want to talk with me, or you're not even replying. We're family. If I put myself in danger for years and years and years to groom your pet, I'm so sorry. You should be family to me, and that they are family. You know what I mean? If you call me, I'll pick up. If you text me, oh my gosh, I'm going to the vet, Dee Dee, call me. I will call. If I'm up, I will call you, you know. Okay, so I have somebody who finally wrote back, and gosh, let me think. What are they called? What is her videos called? This is Prince on the right. The white dog on the left is the dog we're gonna groom. Prince, this is his dad I just talked to. Let me see if I have... Do you guys have time? Some of you all have to go to bed and stuff. I understand. If you guys need to go, I understand. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Let me go to my website here, and on the right, this little microscope, I'm typing in senior. And let me see if it's this one.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Let me hit the like button. David didn't see that, right? Here it is. This is, yep. All right, so we are going to call this pet owner, okay? If you all remember Coconut. Coconut passed away now, a year and 4 months ago, I think. And let's get Christine on the phone. And here we go.
I don't have her on a recurring schedule because we just never know when we're going to say goodbye. So Mom just kind of gets in when she feels like it's the best opportunity. And you can...
Hello.
Hey, Christine, you are live on my YouTube channel.
Hey, Dee Dee. How are you?
I miss you. So good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
Are you busy right now?
No.
Thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
We haven't talked in a little while. We've kind of see each other on Facebook, but how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I know I'm on YouTube, but I mean, I haven't talked to you in a minute, so I have to ask. I mean, are you okay? Is everything okay? Do you need anything?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Thank you. Still working and staying close to home and, just following the science.
Protocol. Yep. Exactly. Yep. What little we can and what we can't, right? Whatever we can do, we're doing it.
Right.
Okay. Well, I just want you to know I will never forget our grooms together. I will never forget your puppy dog. It means a lot to me that you said, yes, Dee Dee, I would answer any questions that you might have. And thank you for that.
Of course. You helped me when she needed you and I needed you for her.
Absolutely. So and no one else could understand, could they?
No.
No one could ever understand.
No. I had a lot of people tell me that she should have been put down, and she was just very elderly. She was blind, and she always was just the sweetest little dog, but in her older age, she was afraid and was very afraid of groomers. And so she got a little feisty in her old age, and I had 3 different people tell me they wouldn't groom her anymore, and I had a vet tell me that they would do it, but they would sedate her, and I didn't want her sedated.
Right. Do you happen to recall at what age she was when the vet was like, we can sedate her?
Well, she lived to 20, and you took care of her last, I think, 2 or 3 years. So, right. Yeah. So it was around
17.
15, yeah, 17. Yeah, between 15 and 17.
Right.
I had a real hard time finding anyone to take her.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was so old, I was afraid to sedate her. I mean, in the very end, she was so old.
She was 20.
20.
And my gosh, the story behind that with you. I don't know if you want to actually say what happened, but you can say like the story was that the first dog. What happened with your first dog?
The one I had a dog. I had her twin sister. So I had her sister, and they were, like we used to call them like the twins. And when we had a storm and the fence went down, and they both got out, and we got Coconut back, but we lost her sister. And I remember praying and praying and praying and praying, saying, God, please. I had never been able to take a dog all the way to old age. Like, in my history, in my lifetime, dogs always got out or ran away or got hit by a car. There was always, tragic endings and never any closure. And I just wanted to see a dog through
to old age and through her life, and you know, and I did, and she lived a very, very long time. And I also am a respiratory therapist, and I took care of elderly people. And I remember somebody asking me one time, why don't you just put her down because she's so old? And I said, because she's still a viable dog, and that's what I do, is I take care of the elderly. I kept her the last 2 years of her life. She lived in my bathroom, and I called that was her nursing home.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. And I took good care of her. She was well taken care of, but she had to be groomed. She had to be groomed because it would be unhealthy to have her matted, and you know, she was incontinent pretty much toward the end, which is why I had to kind of isolate her.
Right.
And she had to be groomed, or else that would have been, you know, detrimental to her health.
Yep.
So that's when I found you.
I'm so lucky. I got so lucky on that. I got lucky.
I got lucky. We had some fun times, but anyway.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Oh, we're like, oh, don't let her do that.
I know you got some flack for it too.
I did.
She was still a loving, sweet dog. She knew me until the very end. You know, she would, when I would walk through my bathroom, she couldn't see me, and she might not have been able to hear me, but she could smell me.
You. She could smell you.
Yes. She always was able to make it to her food and her water, and she could smell me, and she still allowed me to hold her and love on her. And, you know, she was just a loving little baby to the end.
Amazing. Dogs are so amazing.
Yes.
Okay, Christine, I have some questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
One, right now, I just copy and pasted, so I know your baby has left us, and I wanted to say about a year and 4 months ago.
Longer than that.
Longer than that.
It's been since it was a year, because it was August. It was August.
Really?
Yeah, because she turned 20 in August, and I remember saying
1 year ago.
Yeah, I remember saying I want her. You know, if every time we talked about putting her down those last 6 months, because you know, her quality of life and everything. And we talked about it as a family. And I remember saying she will be 20 in August. I want to make it to August. And she actually made it to 20. And then she left us on her own. I mean,
right.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So, a year ago, yeah.
So, okay. So one of the questions, the first question would have been, how often do you have your dog groomed now? Right. So we can't answer that right now, but back when you were grooming, because of her condition, we didn't want to do it very often. But if you could have groomed her more, it would be what? How often?
Oh, probably every 6 weeks.
Right. Okay. Every 6 weeks.
But I think we got like every 4 months or so for a while.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We didn't want to, we wanted to do it enough, but not so much. Right.
Right.
If your dog could not be groomed, right? If you could not find me or could not do this, would you have done the sedated grooming? Yes or no?
I did not want to. I mean, if that had been my only recourse, maybe, but I would probably have just, you know, trimmed her bottom and taken care of her. I probably would have trimmed her on my own as much as I could.
Right. Yeah. And then
I really didn't want to do the sedation.
You did not want to do the sedation. Why?
Because of her age, because she was so old. And I think anytime you put a dog under, just like people, anytime you put an animal or a human being under sedation, there are risks involved, you know?
Is one of those risks death?
Yes, sure it is.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Yep.
How would you think? Yeah. So one of the questions is, how do you think sedated grooming would have affected your pet?
Well, that's the risk of death. And, you know, and also knowing that, you know, no one's going to love your pet like you do. So I didn't trust that, you know, other people would be as concerned about her meeting her death.
Right.
But I just couldn't see doing that just to have her groomed. I mean, I don't want to say just to have her groomed. She had to be groomed, but yeah, I didn't like that risk. I shopped for you and found you, and when you were willing to do it, I was so grateful because that was one risk I didn't want to take, you know?
Wow, that's awesome. And thank you for answering that last question, which was, well, how did you end up finding me? And was it a vet referral or did you have to find me?
No, I shopped for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I shopped for you. I called everyone and said, and you were the only person that said you do difficult and elderly pets. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. And I went, I was so
Woo!
happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christine, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me those years and being able to groom your pet to the very end. No trauma, damage, injuries, death, nothing. None of that happened with us where people are like, you're going to kill a dog. None of that happened. And, we went through a lot.
Thank you. I mean, I have not met anyone else except one family member who had a dog to the age of 20. And I'm not, just wanting to brag about that, but she had a long, wonderful life, that dog, and we loved her dearly. And it was, very, very hard to let her go. She was with me longer than my children grew and moved out of the house.
Right.
She was with me. Yeah. So,
right.
Yes. So, but no, I was very grateful for you.
Thank you.
You were very good to her, and we got through it. But,
yes, we did. And if anything, I would like to, think back on it and say this just helped her have a nice, more pleasant life while she was here.
Yeah, it definitely helped her live longer. Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Christine, thank you so much. If you haven't written a Google review, please go back in time and write one. I think you have, but just in case if you haven't, please let people know everything we did together, because I think it was a miracle in itself.
I will.
Thank you so much, Christine. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. So I have her playing right now, Coconut, 20 years old. And there was a point where I almost was crying just now, because to be able to be a part of that, gosh, I mean, it's just amazing. It's so amazing. You're doing a job, but you also are doing a job everyone else doesn't want you to do. You know how many people told her and told me on YouTube, on the comments, to have her put down? I literally got so pissed at one point and was like, shut up. This is not your dog. Don't tell me. I think I did a video. Don't tell me when I need to sedate my dog. Put my dog down. Don't tell me when to put my dog down. You can't tell me when to put my dog down. That really upsets me when people think they can tell you when to put your dog down. Put that dog down. No. This moment in time, getting a groom. Have you ever taken your son or listened to a son or daughter have a haircut? They're screaming. You know how I know that? My salon right now is next to a barbershop. And for years, I've heard kids, screaming. So because you're screaming, you need to be put down because you can't handle a haircut? No. Man, shut up. Just shut up with yourself. All right, we've got someone else waiting here. I've got to get boogieed on this because I know these folks are going to sleep. Let me see here. Blue, I think I'm okay. Blue, I could call you and ask these questions. Blue said she would answer, but she said she already wrote it in the live chat as well, what her answers are. So we'll do one more phone call because I didn't know it was going to take so long. All right, so we got one more. I'm going to call Mary, and this is, who knows, did anyone answer who Mary is? Who knows who Mary is? Anybody? Here we go, Mary.
Hello?
Mary, have you fallen asleep yet?
No.
I was like, I better hurry up. Oh, gosh. Thank you for letting me call you. You are live on my YouTube now.
Okay. I'll clean up my act.
Oh, my gosh. What do I want to... Are you busy to chit-chat?
Sure, I can chit-chat.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'm asking you because you're a client, you love your dog, and you've known me quite a while.
A long time.
A long time. And your dog doesn't need sedation for grooming. So you're going to answer questions because the people who I have talked to did need it, was recommended to have it. And the gentleman who might take his dog to me to groom is currently getting his dog sedated for grooming. But you have never had your dog sedated for grooming. I don't anticipate that we will ever have to do that if you're a client of mine, even if we do get really old and blind and deaf and mean. But here are some questions I've been asking those clients. So right now, before COVID-19, me and you would have every 2 weeks haircut or trim up or brush out, right?
Right.
And it's changed now with COVID, but let's just act like COVID's not here. If your dog was really mean and had to be sedated, that's about how often your dog needed to be groomed, every 2 weeks in the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of sedated grooming. Next question. Yeah, can you imagine that for a minute? If your dog could not be groomed, if I could not touch your dog without it trying to bite me and jump and freak out, would you consider or have your dog sedated for grooming?
That's hard for me to answer because I knew I've had my dog since he was 7 weeks old.
7 weeks old.
And he's 8 years old now. And,
is he?
Yes.
Have I been grooming him for 8 years?
Yes, you have. Well, I mean, we didn't groom him probably the first year.
Right. Wow.
But I knew that he was going to be a dog that needed to be groomed, and because I had read about his breed, and so I started out when he was a puppy, combing him every day, even though he didn't need it as a puppy because he had that little short puppy hair, to get him used to it. So even before he was being groomed, I got him used to it. But as far as, I mean, you're talking about sedation, you're talking about anesthetizing a dog, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would not feel comfortable anesthetizing my dog unless it was under the veterinary's care. He weighs 12 pounds. That's like the size of a baby. And that's a very delicate, that's a really serious, kind of thing that you're doing. And I personally would not do that. If a person has an aggressive dog, that's their choice. But I would not, my dog has been anesthetized when he was spayed. And, well, I guess he was, is that what they call it? With boys, they call it?
Yep, that's right. Spayed. Spayed or neutered. So he was neutered.
Neutered, when he was neutered. And then only since then for dental situations.
Right.
When he's had his dental cleaning. And that's always been done by a veterinarian. I mean, I would not feel comfortable with somebody that really didn't have that medical degree because, you don't know if they have some kind of allergy or if there'll be an adverse reaction. And then you want to have somebody who's really got that training in case they do so that they can handle that situation. I know one time when he had a dental, he had to have 2 teeth removed. And so he was under for a long time. And I feel the same way about my veterinarian as I do about you. I wouldn't trust just any veterinarian with him.
Right.
I feel very confident with her. He's only gone to her, and grooming wise, Max has only gone to you. And so, I think that's kind of extreme. But that's just, that's me. I don't know what, everybody's got their own.
So you would not want to do sedated grooming?
No.
Right.
No. Now, I have, from time to time, I use essential oils a lot. I'm mostly, I eat a keto diet. I eat only organic. I'm one of those health nuts. And so I use essential oils for various things. And sometimes I'll put Serenity on him. And at night we sleep with, I diffuse lavender. So sometimes I do that before I bring him in just because I think it helps calming. But other than that, I think it's like I said. I mean, he's like a baby in size, and so you're working. I would think somebody would need to had the expertise in working with that, you know, before they did that.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
I wouldn't feel comfortable. That doesn't mean that, you know, I'm saying anybody else is wrong for doing that, but I wouldn't feel comfortable with my pup.
Okay, last question. It's kind of different. Your answers are going to be different because you don't have to get your dog sedated to groom. And your veterinarian hasn't ever said, hey, Max is not, I can't touch him. He won't let me touch him. We've got to sedate to groom him.
Right.
So in most cases, when we're talking like anesthesia, yes, you should be at a veterinarian is what you're saying. But, and I'm saying that same thing. Your veterinarian saying that would mean that your dog would only get groomed at the veterinarian now. Do you know what I mean? So your veterinarian's there, your dog's getting sedated every 2 weeks for a haircut. And so I'm hearing that you probably would not be happy with that, even if it was a veterinarian, because of right, his size and who he is and how little his body is. And just, you would try some ulterior motive, like some other ulterior options, right? Just like you're saying.
I would certainly work with a trainer before I would go to that extreme.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So lastly, and I think you've already kind of answered this, but just in case, how do you think sedated grooming might affect your pet if you had to do sedated grooming?
Gosh.
What do you think some things might, like some negative things that could...
Well, you know, I know you know, animals are animals and people are people, but I have a granddaughter who is a type 1 diabetic. She also has some autoimmune issues, and I just, you know, I just think that I know that she had, the first time she ever exhibited a peanut allergy, it was so full blown that they had to call, you know, the EMTs. And my concern would not be sedation so much, but if something happened, you know, you don't know if your dog has an allergy to whatever's being given. You don't know what's being given. And if an emergency arose, I wouldn't know that a person who was not a qualified physician would know what to do.
Right.
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So I would feel uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
It seems so extreme because, as I said, I would think about if a dog is aggressive to that extent that they can't even be brushed and bathed. I would want to work with a trainer to see if I could alter that behavior in that manner, which, you know. So that's just me.
Thank you so much, Mary, for your time. And thank you for being just a wonderful client. I'll be seeing you Friday.
I know. I can't wait.
I just love you. Thank you, Mary.
You bet.
Good night.
Night.
Bye. Mary is family, okay? Yes, I have that kind of relationship with her. Except for we haven't gone on vacation yet together. All right. So Blue, thank you. Blue was going to talk, but we're okay. You can go to sleep. Go to sleep, girl. Good night. Thank you. I think I'm good. I think you guys are good. Really, this is for you. Not for me. I already have the answers, but this is the fact. I like facts. I like proof. Why? Because real proof and facts builds trust. And then you're going to go, I would definitely trust Dee Dee. She's not going to just assume. She's not going to just lie. She's going to go get the proof and show it to me. Did you nick my dog? No, I can see it on YouTube. If she did, she's going to tell me. She's going to show me. She's going to prove it to me. She's going to give me facts. You know what I mean? So when you pick who you're going to pick, you have to be able to trust them. And if you can't trust them immediately, you got to have these other things that build trust. Like these phone conversations. Like me showing you stuff. Like you're building trust in what things that you do. And keep that in mind, whatever it is that you're doing. How do you build trust? Trust means I am okay leaving my dog with you for an hour thinking that you will not injure my pet. Why? Because, well, I mean, if you've got 1,000 videos here, then I know you're okay putting it out there. Yeah, you got to build trust somewhere. So this is for you. So YouTube, those of you guys watching right now, thanks for smashing that like button. I didn't have to sing very much tonight, but what did you learn? Did you hear what you needed to hear? And I know my live chatters, I think I've got you all on my side here, most of you, that you understand. Some of y'all have a 14-year-old dog. Like you understand the sedation. What's going to happen in sedation? What could happen? Death. Death could happen. I'm not saying don't ever get sedated, but I'm saying before you get sedated, let's really look at a bunch of things. Why do you think your veterinarian, in most cases, I can't speak for yours, but why do you think a veterinarian might say, we need to do a full blood panel in order to make sure your dog qualifies for sedated grooming or sedation of getting dental cleaning done? You don't just throw a dog under sedation and do a dental. You actually usually do blood work first. And if there's things in there like high numbers here and high numbers there, or we now just found out you might have cancer, or wow, look at the numbers here, you have kidney failure. Oh, look at the numbers there. Your dog might not be a candidate for sedation at all. So what do you do then? Well, you'll have to do some hunting, and hopefully my video was shared enough for when you type in, what do I do with my dog? What do I do this and that? It pops up somehow. You get somewhere with it. And maybe you haven't got a DD in your town or someone that does aggressive dogs. All you can do is call and ask, and then try to learn how to ask questions to give you trust. When you hear hesitation, don't just, oh, yep, I'll do that sedated dog. Yeah, no, it's the regular price, $40. You make sure you know what you're walking into, because sometimes just any kind of money sounds good to anybody. So, but what happens behind a closed door might not be the same thing. Whereas that's why you have also, on my channel, I've seen you guys tell me, that's why I grew my own dog, Dee Dee. And I found your videos, and your videos help me help my dog, because my dog is exactly like Sammy Davis, right? So you have your options. Me and many other people might have taught you a lot of stuff that you use in your home with your pet, right? So I hope tonight in this video that you have heard, and get ready, because we will record Frank's pet, Jasmine. We will record her when we groom her. And oh gosh, we're going to say a prayer tonight that groom, with the help of David and myself, be able to successfully groom her without harm, or giving her harm on her, or harm on me, or harm on David, or harm on anybody. And we will successfully be able to do a complete shave down so she can go home and be good for 3 to 4 months. That's my whole, God, please help me with that. Please, 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 God, as we get ready for and prepare for that groom. Thank you. Amen. Okay. So God, please got my back. You got my back. Okay. You got my back. Okay, good. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here tonight. Be sure to shop at myfavoritegroomer.com. I hope this was fun for you. And thank you for those of you who donated and became members tonight. It's so freaking awesome. But you heard everything, right? You heard the pros and cons. You heard people that are getting their dog sedated, were getting their dog sedated, don't want to get their dog sedated anymore. You heard it all tonight, didn't you? And out of all my clients, there's 3 or 4 people we talked to tonight. 3? Whew. All those comments of get your dog sedated. No, that's not, no. Let's try not to. Let's try this first. And somebody said for Jazzy to get a trainer, she's like 12, 13 years old. No offense. I don't know that you're going to be able to train all that out. You might try. All you can do is try. But at that age, and maybe even with some issues. Hi, Saki. Come here. Hi, you want to come over here? Come here. Hi. Hey. She always wants to come over, doesn't she? Hey. You guys, let's want to show them something here.